delusion versus harmful delusion is definitely the debate of this month, because there's a ton of very abundant energy to harness, but be wary of distracting or misleading energy that might be taking away from the genuine opportunities. So if you're excited to get into what we can expect for this December for all signs with the collective astrology, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. If you're new here, hi, I'm Maren. I make music, so go stream that. I also make astrology videos, and I offer courses, other more intense content, and also private readings, all linked down below. So we start out this month on the 3rd with Venus in Libra squaring Pluto in Capricorn. Venus in Libra is normally a really positive, very harmonious placement, but with a square to Pluto, do not be surprised if we open up this December with relationship paranoia, manipulation, or feeling like our will is at odds with our partners. Whether that is romantic or in just other relationships, expect behind the scenes kind of manipulation, chess game tension to start out the month. Then on the 4th, things get a little bit smoother, but more intense, you could say, with Venus entering Scorpio. Well, it will be for most of this month until the very end. Venus is in its exile in Scorpio, which means that it rules the opposite sign of Taurus and is like being in a foreign country across the world when it's in Scorpio. Venus wants harmony and smoothness, and Scorpio wants intensity and like to share blood with someone, basically. So having Venus in Scorpio shows a darker, more intense, more intensely committed relationship dynamic where you might feel like the stakes are amped up and it's quite more do or die than usual. On the 5th through the 6th, Venus will trine Saturn in Pisces, which is very good for commitments, serious discussions in relationships, and being very mature in relationships. So actually the 5th to the 6th is a great time to have any negotiations or do anything with another party that you want seriousness and a lot of grounding on. Then from the 7th to the 8th, Mercury in Capricorn will trine Jupiter in Taurus. Whenever Mercury and Jupiter are in a positive aspect, it's a great time to speak things into existence, to manifest, to send emails, or to ask for things, because Mercury is communication and Jupiter is the planet of luck. So this is a really great start to the month in terms of serious relationships around the 5th to the 6th, and then asking for things in a really positive way from the 7th to the 8th. On the 9th to the 10th, Venus will also oppose Jupiter in Taurus, which shows the abundance or growth of positive dynamics with relationships. So after getting along well in a mature way, and then after asking for things in a way that is really abundant and really grateful, you're really likely to hear back in an over the moon, like really positive way on the 9th to the 10th. Like 5th to 6th, you are getting along well with people in a mature way. 7th to 8th, you're asking for things. 9th to 10th is when it looks like you're reaping the rewards. Venus opposite Jupiter is amazing for over-the-top rewards coming your way. Then on the 12th, there is a new moon in Sagittarius. This new moon is honestly quite aggressive, quite combative, and really adventurous because it's in Sagittarius, but it's conjunct Mars, showing that there's some fighting, conflict, or go, go, go energy. This is supercharged. It does not look emotional. It does not look particularly close to other people. In fact, it looks combative, or like when you're motivated to do something because of a delusion, because Mars is squaring Neptune during this with this new moon. Whenever Mars and Neptune are square, as we'll get into more this month, it shows delusion, it shows being unclear, and it shows being at odds with actual efforts that would get you further to your goal. Instead, you're tied up with bullshit. So this new moon shows we might be egged on or amped up by a delusion to overcome something or fight someone where this doesn't need to be an issue, and our efforts could be really positive. They are working towards a positive delusion of like, I can achieve that, or they could be particularly negative and they could be misleading. On the 13th, Mercury then stations retrograde in Capricorn. This Mercury retrograde is not one I'm at all concerned about. I don't think it's gonna be that difficult. It's not making any really close difficult aspects. So I wouldn't be too worried. I would just say if you can, do not expect anything to run perfectly according to plan from the 13th onward this month. Have a sense of humor, stay lighthearted, expect travel delays and miscommunications. If you have to sign a lease or something, it's not the end of the world, but do expect some delays or issues in the kinks working that out. Then from the 16th to the 17th, the Sun will square Neptune. The Sun in Sag is super adventurous and lighthearted, but like I said with Mars earlier, a square to Neptune shows delusion or not being grounded in the truth. So do be wary about lying to yourself or being misled. On the 17th to the 19th, Mercury will then trine Jupiter while Mercury is retrograde, showing that you could hear back or receive news about something that is very positive. So I would expect that from the 7th to the 8th, when Mercury is trine Jupiter and Mercury is direct, you're asking for something, and then you hear back in a positive way around the 17th to the 19th when Mercury trines Jupiter again, now retrograde. So that's a dynamic that could also be happening to be aware of. Then on the 20th to the 21st, Venus will oppose Uranus. showing chaos, disruption, surprise, and out of nowhere activity in relationships. So this is a particularly crazy few days, 20th to 21st, around relationships, and you can expect some clarity or some insight about things that are unresolved to finally resolve around the 22nd, when there's a Sun-Mercury cazimi in Sag. This shows the Sun and Mercury being together, insight, clarity, you're aware of something around then. Then on the 25th to the 26th, Mercury will be back in Sagittarius, and it will be squaring Neptune, showing the 25th to the 26th, you're likely to be misled or face delusions or dishonesty in communication. Then on the 26th, there's a full moon in Cancer. This is a letting go or an ending to something emotional, particularly held close to home or close to our hearts, that we're ready to depart from and give up. And honestly, it's a pretty nice full moon around Christmas time to show this kind of like release of emotional energy in a really heartfelt way. So emotional release around the Christmas, honestly. On the 27th to the 28th, do expect some mean words because Mercury will be conjunct Mars in Sagittarius. This shows aggressive, fighting, really mean words with Sag. This is outright in your face. This is not behind the scenes. So yeah, mixed words around then. Also from the 27th to the 28th, the Sun will be newly in Capricorn, now trine Jupiter, showing actually people's egos are inflated and we feel very proud, which is a good thing, but coupled with the communication aspects, people are going to be really mean last few days of the month. And on the 28th to the 29th, Mars in Sagittarius is squaring Neptune in Pisces, showing this continued fight against delusion or actions that could be harmful for us. So just do be aware that there's a lot of delusional energy this month, and you might want to act with like inner delusion rather than taking action that could be involving others. And then we end the month on the 30th with Venus entering Sagittarius, allowing for a more abundant, more lighthearted, more just kind of like free love energy to very end the month, even though most of the month Venus is in Scorpio and it's intense. Let me know how you feel about this December with all the delusional energy and what you're expecting for some of the relationship chaos or what you're asking for with the really positive communication aspects. So the tarot card that we have for today is the King of Wands reversed. So this can show someone who is trying to be the director or the leader, but is reckless, is mean, and is not ready to actually be mature. So do be aware that you or someone else who's like a prominent masculine or leader figure could be acting quite delusional and as a result harmful and reckless. So let me know in the comments down below what you're feeling, if you enjoyed this video and how things are going for you. Just let me know, just update me. Do like, share, subscribe, do all the things. It means the world to me, and my cats in front of me would appreciate it. So that would be kind. Otherwise, take care, enjoy December, and I will see you in the next one.